the warrior of light, Castaneda, Thoth, and the path of inner freedom. In the relentless vortex of modern existence, where the invisible chains of habit and illusion seem to bind the soul, an atavistic call emerges, a whisper of freedom that resonates from the depths of time and consciousness. It is not a call to external battle, but rather to a silent war, fought in the sacred sanctuary of one's own being. It is the path of the warrior of light, an archetypal figure who has spanned millennia, assuming diverse forms but maintaining a single, unalterable essence, the quest for truth and inner freedom. This path is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to face their own shadows, dismantle the self-imposed prisons of the mind, and navigate the vast ocean of the unknown with courage and discernment. Today, we will delve into this heroic path, exploring how the shamanic visions of Carlos Castaneda, filtered through the timeless teachings of Thoth, can illuminate our path to a freedom that transcends all material boundaries. Let us prepare to take up the sword of knowledge and don the armor of awareness, for the battlefield awaits. If this journey into the heart of the spiritual warrior already resonates with your soul, if you sense the echo of an internal battle waiting to be recognized and won, then you're in the right place at the right time. Get hyped for this video, which promises to reveal unexplored paths to personal power and freedom. If you haven't already, it's time to subscribe so you don't miss a single fragment of this epic exploration of consciousness. Each subscription is a step closer to self-discovery, an act of courage that strengthens our community of seekers. The concept of the warrior of light, or spiritual warrior, is a powerful archetype deeply rooted in the wisdom traditions of every era and place. Carlos Castaneda, through the teachings of his enigmatic shaman master Don Juan Matus, popularized this figure in the Western world, describing him as an individual who lives an impeccable life, aware of his own mortality and the illusory nature of ordinary reality. Castaneda's warrior is one who approaches life with detachment, without attachment to results, but with total commitment to action. This warrior's path involves iron discipline, constant self-observation, and the willingness to erase personal history, to free oneself from the definitions imposed by others and one's own ego. It is not a battle against others, but against one's own internal limitations, fears, and false beliefs that prevent the full expression of one's potential. The warrior is a seeker of power, not in the sense of domination over others, but of self-mastery, a power that comes from the ability to direct one's attention and intention with surgical precision. Thoth, the ancient Egyptian god of wisdom, knowledge, and writing, can be seen as the primordial archetype who arms the warrior's soul with the most powerful tools, truth and knowledge. His emerald tablets are not simple texts, but manuals for inner liberation, offering codes to decipher the mysteries of existence and understand the true nature of the self. Thoth taught that ignorance is the greatest prison, and knowledge is the key to dissolving the chains of illusion. For the warrior of light, Thoth's teachings manifest as a sharp sword of discernment, capable of cutting through the fogs of confusion and self-imposed falsehoods. The inner discipline so dear to Castaneda finds a parallel in Thoth's teachings on self-mastery and purification of the mind. The awakening that Thoth advocates is not a single event, but a continuous process of refining consciousness, an escalation toward higher states of being, where truth becomes our sole guide and intuition our impregnable compass. Castaneda's integration with Thoth elevates the concept of the spiritual warrior to an even deeper level. If Castaneda shows us the path to practice and impeccable action in the world, Thoth provides us with the eternal wisdom and universal principles on which to base that practice. Inner freedom, in this perspective, is not merely the absence of external constraints, but the ability to operate from a place of profound truth, free from the manipulations of the egoic mind and the projections of the collective. The Stoics, with their emphasis on virtue, reason, and acceptance of the unchangeable, resonate with the discipline of the warrior who seeks serenity in facing life's challenges with imperturbability. Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism, with their quest for liberation from illusion, Maya, and suffering through the understanding of emptiness and non self, offer another lens through which to view the warrior's path. In this symphony of wisdom, Thoth is the composer who harmonizes the different melodies, revealing the common thread that binds them: the search for self-knowledge as the only true path to freedom. The path of the warrior of light is a solitary yet universal odyssey, an inner journey that requires courage, perseverance, and an unwavering faith in one's ability to transcend limitations. It's not about eliminating life's challenges or difficulties, but about changing one's relationship with them, transforming them into opportunities for growth and learning. Every obstacle becomes a test, every fall an opportunity to rise stronger. Thoth, like an ancient mentor, urges us not to give up in the face of adversity, but to use the mind as a tool to decode reality, to see beyond the veil of appearances, and to recognize our intrinsic divinity. The sword of truth that Thoth offers us is not to attack others, but to sever the bonds that keep us prisoners of our own mental creations, our fears, and our self-imposed limitations. It is an invitation to awaken the warrior that lies dormant within each of us, the warrior who knows that the most important battle is always fought within ourselves, to achieve the most precious of victories, the freedom to be fully ourselves. For the spiritual warrior, the world is not a place of fear, but a training ground, a constant opportunity to hone one's skills and strengthen one's will. Castaneda's non-doing, the ability to act without attachment to results, to let action flow without ego interference, is an art that resonates deeply with Thoth's teachings on the transcendence of the lower self. True power lies not in controlling others, but in controlling oneself, one's mind, one's emotions, and one's reactions. This is the heart of inner freedom, the ability to choose your own response to every situation, regardless of external circumstances. It is the freedom to be present, to live each moment fully, without the burden of the past or anxiety about the future. It is the freedom that comes from a profound knowledge of who we truly are, beyond any role, label, or social expectation. To further illuminate this concept and make it tangible to the heart, allow me to share with you an ancient fable, a tale that encapsulates the wisdom of Thoth in timeless form. In the ancient lands of Kemet, at the foot of golden dunes that whispered secrets to the wind, lived a young scribe named Seraphinus. Seraphinus, though skilled with papyrus and ink, felt imprisoned by his family's expectations and the rigid conventions of society. He dreamed of a freedom he couldn't define, but which resonated deep within his soul. One night, while meditating under the crescent moon, a blue glow appeared before him, materializing in an ancient book whose pages seemed to be made of starlight. On them, in glowing hieroglyphics, appeared the phrase, "True freedom lies in knowing your inner light, and truth is your sword." Seraphinus understood that the book was a gift, a manual from which to learn the way of the warrior. Every day, he devoted his hours to scholarship and meditation, deciphering the sacred texts that spoke of Thoth, the great master of truth. He learned that knowledge was not merely an accumulation of facts, but an internal discipline that refined the spirit. His sword was not made of bronze, but of discernment. His armor was not of leather, but of awareness. He faced his deepest fears, the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of being different. Whenever fear assailed him, Seraphinus invoked the truth he had learned from the book's pages, using it to pierce the veil of illusion. One day, a terrible sandstorm hit Kemet, threatening to engulf his village. People were in panic, priests invoked deities, but the wind and sand seemed unstoppable. Seraphinus, remembering Thoth's teachings on inner mastery, sat in the heart of the storm. He didn't try to fight it externally, but instead focused on his inner peace. He visualized his mind as a calm lake, untouched by external turbulence. His discipline and unwavering calm acted like a beacon. Incredibly, as his mind calmed, even the storm began to diminish in fury until it became a gentle breeze. The elders, amazed, asked Seraphinus how he had done it. He smiled, showing the book of light. "I used the sword of truth to cut through the illusion of fear within me." The storm was a mirror of our collective anxiety. When a warrior finds inner peace, the outside world often follows suit. From that day, Seraphinus became a living symbol of the warrior of light, an example of how true freedom lies not in escape from the world, but in self-mastery, guided by the eternal wisdom of Thoth. The path of the warrior of light is an invitation to rediscover the inextinguishable strength that resides within each of us, to wield knowledge as the most powerful weapon, and to dance with life with courage and grace. I hope this exploration has inspired you to begin or continue your own journey toward inner freedom. Remember, the noblest battle is the one for your own truth. Thank you for sharing this space for reflection and growth. See you soon, soul explorers. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like to support our work, and leave a comment below using the words inner freedom or sword of Thoth. Your interaction is our strength. May your inner light precede and protect you, like a north star in the darkest nights of the soul and a gentle sun in the days of fulfillment. Preserve the sacred fire of your heart, keep it alert, and let every step arise from a clear intention, non-negotiable with the darkness. Be faithful to the highest calling within you, for what you choose today rewrites the fabric of your tomorrow. In the name of this promise, we will meet again where the paths of seekers meet, at the crossroads of courage and wonder. Goodbye, in the brightest frequency of your being.